Welcome to the Big Four Accounting Firms podcast, brought to you by big4accountingfirms.com. If you enjoy our show, don't forget to help us out by subscribing to this podcast, sharing it with a friend, and providing us with a review on iTunes. Check out the show notes below for the link. Thanks, and enjoy the show.
In today's podcast, we'll be going over some key acquisitions that Deloitte made in 2017. And the reason we're going over acquisitions made in 2017 is because we're putting together a book about the biggest news stories from 2017 regarding the big four accounting firms, Deloitte, PwC, E&Y, and KPMG. And we'll be going over some of those key stories that will be in the book on this podcast. We'll also let people know when our book will be released in our newsletter. So if you want to get these news stories and the book, make sure to subscribe to this podcast and subscribe to the newsletter on our website, big4accountingfirms.com. Okay, let's get to some of the key acquisitions that Deloitte made in 2017. First up is Red Planet. In early 2017, Deloitte acquired a firm by the name of Red Planet in Ireland. And Red Planet was a consultancy firm based out of Dublin, Ireland. And what Red Planet did is they sought to bring an innovation mindset to startups and corporate clients. And so what they do is they helped clients bring an innovative approach to their products and services. And so this is a really unique area for a Big Four accounting firm to get involved in, as the Big Four are used to being seen as sleepy old corporations, and they're used to helping old corporations. And the Big Four also aren't good at adopting new trends. But with this acquisition, it shows that they're opening their mindset and they're trying to embrace that startup culture. And, they might not be creating a startup themselves, but they're bringing the startup culture by acquiring a startup consulting practice. So this first acquisition is very unique. Another acquisition that Deloitte announced in early 2017 was that they acquired a firm by the name of Day One Solutions. Now, what Day One Solutions did was they're a cloud consulting firm. And this means that they help clients implement cloud solutions. Everybody's trying to move everything to the cloud. For example, Deloitte moved their email to the cloud before it got hacked. But, people are trying to move their data storage to the cloud, their accounting to the cloud, just about basically anything technology oriented, start storing it in the cloud versus keeping it on servers in their corporate headquarters. And the cloud consulting expertise that Day One has will help Deloitte enhance their brand as a digital transformation expert. And with this acquisition, Deloitte added over 3,000 engineering jobs to their consulting practice. Another pretty interesting acquisition that Deloitte made in 2017 was a firm named Inowake. And Inowake is a German-based consulting firm. And what this consulting firm did is they tried to help their clients replace old code in their technology systems with automated solutions. And this will become part of Deloitte's application modernization service offering for clients. This application modernization service seeks to update clients' legacy technologies, apps, and IT infrastructures. And to me, this seems pretty interesting, right? Because everybody talks about automation and digital transformation, and it's usually, in the Big Four accounting firms, it's usually related to accounting. But here, it's automation related to replacing old code. And Deloitte's clients, which are usually large corporations, have tons of old code. And this is more of an area you think somebody like IBM would be involved in consulting, or even HP. But with Deloitte's acquisition of Inowake, it seems like they've heard this need from clients and are buying a firm to help this. So it's very interesting that software is going to be used to automate replacement of older software. So I see this as a very interesting acquisition by Deloitte. I wanted to take a small break to let you know that our Big Four accounting firms interview course has been released. And this is a great course. It has over an hour of information in there with professionally designed slides. And this gives you everything you need to know to get the job that you want within the Big Four. It tells you about the people that you're going to be interviewing with, why they joined the Big Four, what their job entails. It goes over interview questions that you're likely to face, along with research that's already been completed for you. In addition, you also get 100 interview questions in a PDF format, and you also get a free resume template. So I encourage you to check that out. The link will be in the show notes. And also go to our website, big4accountingfirms.com, and there will be links to this course on there as well. And with that, I'll let you get back to the show. And another big acquisition that Deloitte had in 2017 was their acquisition of Bmr Advisors in India. In July of 2017, Deloitte announced that Bmr Advisors would be merging with their Deloitte partnership in India. And as a part of the deal, Deloitte gets more than 20 partners and 350 tax professionals in India. And this was a big deal, not necessarily from the amount of revenue that this firm generates as it relates to US dollars, but because all the big four accounting firms were involved in the bidding. This was the premier tax advising group in India, and the partners and the heads of Bmr Advisors were from Arthur Andersen, and they left Arthur Andersen after the collapse of Enron and Arthur Andersen in the early 2000s. And over the years since they left Arthur Andersen, they built up this great tax practice at Bmr Advisors. And so this is a huge acquisition for Deloitte in 2017 to enhance their tax practice. And another interesting acquisition that Deloitte made in 2017 was a company called Blab. In August 2017, Deloitte announced the acquisition of certain assets of Blab. And the most interesting asset that they acquired from Blab was Blab's social media intelligence platform. And what this social media intelligence platform is going to do is it's going to help Deloitte's clients with understanding potential threats to their brand on social media. And these threats include threats to a company's brand or reputation. So in my mind, this is software that's constantly mining data on the internet from Twitter, Facebook, Google to find out if there's anything that pops up about your company and that you need to get ahead of before more bad information comes out. And this is another interesting acquisition. And the reason I think it's interesting is because it's an accounting firm treading into the social media world and social media consulting front. Typically, you'd expect a tech firm or a technology consulting firm to be entering this arena, but Deloitte seems to be interested in all professional services and all consulting offerings. And it also provides some insight into careers at Deloitte that you really can get almost any professional service job at Deloitte. Then it's not just tax and accounting. There's all different kinds of consulting that you can do there. And it's not just management consulting like fire this many people to increase your revenue X. It's, how is your reputation being reflected on the internet and how can we improve that and monitor that for you? So there's a lot of opportunity out there for you that think everything's going to be replaced by robots. And the last acquisition we'll be going over today is Deloitte's acquisition of a firm called Well Placed Cactus. And I know it sounds kind of weird, a firm named Well Placed Cactus, but just wait to hear what their business is. In December of 2017, which is very recently, Deloitte announced an acquisition of an Australian firm by the name of Well Placed Cactus. And Well Placed Cactus is, like I said, a pretty unique firm. And they're unique because they provide immersive experiences and games for their clients. Now, what does that mean? This means that Well Placed Cactus built experiences in virtual reality and augmented reality. And this isn't Pokemon Go, this is more of the corporate arena here. So Well Placed Cactus includes a team of about 11 people that are technology-based employees, obviously since it's virtual reality. And they will be joining Deloitte Digital in Australia. To me, it's interesting to see a Big Four firm acquiring a virtual reality and augmented reality firm. My guess is that Deloitte will utilize this firm to build solutions for clients to sell products, or Deloitte will use this firm to sell products to their clients. And the way I see it is you can attend a meeting in virtual reality, right? Like a conference call in virtual reality. And this will help Deloitte sell their services to clients by providing a more immersive experience rather than just a same old conference call. But I'm sure Deloitte's not going to just only be using this solution themselves. They can consult retail clients that are trying to sell products to consumers and allow the consumers to interact with products virtually or in an augmented fashion, similar to what the headlines you see about Amazon, how Amazon's trying to have a virtual mirror where you can try on clothes in front of a mirror in augmented reality. So that's kind of the arena that Deloitte's entering here. With that, those are just a few of the key acquisitions that we're going to cover in our book this year. So to get more news stories about Deloitte and the other Big Four firms, like I said, make sure to subscribe to this podcast, but also make sure to subscribe to our newsletter on our website, big4accountingfirms.com. Thanks.
We appreciate your help in growing this podcast so we can continue to bring you the best Big Four content possible. You could help us out by providing a review on iTunes, sending us an email with your comments, and don't forget to share with your friends. There's a link below in the show notes. That's our show for today. Thanks for listening and have a great day.